For me, I was part of a festival in Liverpool called In Other Words, which was around the reopening of the Liverpool Library. It was closed for nearly 2 years while they just sort of refurbished the building. When they opened it, they had a really great literature festival. I was in the brochure, but I think importantly, I went to speak at an event and I had a laptop there and I could just show people the site and how it worked. And I've also got some postcards, I'll leave a couple out, and I've left postcards around too, but I think it was that combination of meeting people and explaining it, being able to give them a postcard so they had the link, and then for me it would go in waves, so somebody would contribute and then they'd obviously share it with their friends or maybe the writing group that they were in or a writing class or whatever, and then I'd get 3 or 4 others, so it just went in these like little batches, which was quite interesting.
Well, we got some people who were contributing to the live performance through. They came on the workshops, and that was all advertised, through the brochure.
So the project began by actually having workshops and inviting people to come.
No, the project. Well, we asked our 4 writers started the project, but I guess in our research, which it consisted of loads of cycling around canals, I met people along the way, and people who are on canal boats are really, it's like a passionate community. So there were the geocaching community and the canal boat people were really, really passionate, so they were some audiences who were coming in, and then we had our kind of literature audience. And so we did the projection was a way for people to see this projection on water or at the library, and then for people to wonder what it was and look that up. That didn't really work as well because people were like, there's a strange projection and we can't see where it's coming from, but it didn't make them necessarily, well, we don't really know, but didn't make them necessarily want to take part. We had these little boats as well, little paper boats that were around in the city. So it was kind of a mix of things really. In terms of collaborating, in terms of the geocaching, they just collaborate anyway. And I think there's different communities collaborate in different ways, and I've got a history of they send little messages around geocaching all around the world. So that's so there are different audiences and different communities that work in different ways. And I think, say, when we have the Ripple exhibition in the gallery, people were less used to using the technology with a sculpture, and I know how many people zapped because we can look on the website and see, and much less people in the gallery zapped than out in the city. So different audiences and different ways of collaborating, but some of that is to do with technology.
But with Tales from the Towpath, you were saying that you actually led guided tours as well, because you found that people weren't necessarily doing it by themselves. So you would actually go out and take people on a tour of it and sort of be the storyteller or storyteller facilitator in a way.
Yeah, so I had a character
yes.
that people didn't know. People thought that I was just being myself, but I did have a character of a tour guide. And I started off wanting to be quite hands-off, and so just saying to people, have you got have you downloaded the apps? Are you ready to go? Have you got the map? And then I said, where do you want to start? But people wanted me, some groups wanted me to say, because they were yet less used to a non-linear story. They're like, well, where is the beginning of the story? I was like, well, wherever you want to begin it. And because I sort of explained, well, there are some parts here and some parts there, and there's a past, present and future. They're like, no, we want to start at the beginning. Where does it start at the beginning? So that was an interesting experience.